Hey everyone, it's Steve from the forums. Just a quick video on my little Snow Joe. If I can find the model. It's a ION18SB running 12S 3P 15 amp hour turn energy LiPo with a modified controller. So just there's a 6-FET controller in there, and I upgraded it with 4110s. I beefed the traces, and I doubled the shunt, and that's the current I peaked at. So 35 amps at around, I guess, was it 45 volts or so, 12S LiPo. And yeah, it works pretty good. I doubled up the fuses in it. There was a 40 amp internally in the controller that they had installed inside the brushless controller, and I just added 2 fuse holders, and I paralleled 2 40 amp fuses, which seemed like overkill because it only peaked at 35 amps under some pretty good snow here at my house. So yeah, gonna do a couple more mods to it eventually. I don't want to push it too much because I don't want to break anything, but it has the equivalent of a I would say like a hoverboard motor inside there that is mounted on the side here, and it's like a direct drive setup right to the I guess it's called the auger. Yeah, I guess it's called the auger. And yeah, so I doubled up the shunt, so probably this was, you know, maybe around 20 amps, and now it probably can peak close to, it'll probably peak 40 almost if I really stall it out, but probably can add another shunt wire, get 60 amps out of it if I want to, but it did the job okay. The snow here today is a little, I would say it's like light stuff, but it's seems a little bit hard for the machine to pick up really well. But yeah, we'll see when we get some more heavy wet snow and how it performs. The machine uses a lot of 14 gauge wire for the phase wires and for the phase and battery terminal wires from the controller. So 14 gauge and pretty much all through here. And you'll see here that I've added, can't really see it because we're not in the, I can see it there, but it's mounted right to the, I just used some slide connectors there. So, you know, there could be some improvements for voltage sag, but instead of changing all the wiring, and it's in the middle of the winter time right now, I've just basically what I've just modified the current of the controller. So probably to be a safer bet, I'm going to probably end up using a 10S battery instead of the 12S, just because it works better with the cutoff of the controller, which is around 29 volts or so. Right now I just got to be careful I don't bring my pack too low, but it's so, the battery pack is so big that if it's fully charged, I only run like a quarter of it, not even half of it down. So there's plenty of juice, so it will never over discharge unless I never charge it up for a relative reason. And yeah, it's been working pretty good. I like this one particularly because it's got the automatic chute. It's got my little light there that it comes with. Yeah, I bought this particular unit with no battery on it. The guy had lost the battery for it, so I got it for a pretty good deal, and opened it up. I knew that the unit was brushless. I just didn't expect it to be so simple. As it basically an e-bike setup inside your snowblower, 6-FET controller with a three-phase brushless motor. The only thing to note is that it is a sensorless motor, so there's no Hall sensors in there, which kind of limits me, because I would have loved to put like a modified Infineon that I had kicking around that would be programmable by laptop. But you know, I'm gonna just basically set this up and never touch it. I don't really have to, but I mean, I'm not gonna do it now, but probably spring if I really want to. I'm gonna probably open it up and change a lot of the wiring to at least 12 or 10 gauge. But again, does it really need it? Maybe not. So maybe 12 gauge in some pieces, maybe eliminate some of the cheap Chinese connectors. Again, we're peaking at 35 amps. So anyways, yeah, that's my quick video of my Snow Joe snowblower. And again, it's the this is the ION18SB that I modified, and that's pretty much it. If I do anything else, I'll let you guys know. Thanks for watching.